Greetings and aloha, what's going on? It's Mike's from livemyassoff.com. I was just kind of hanging out here, not doing a whole lot of anything. I wanted to come out here and, oh wow, they're like planning a party over there. I'm gonna go check that out down in a little park. This, of course, is where we normally have pigeon cam. You'll notice a little bit of shakiness. This is just my cell phone, but I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, as of yesterday, Gracie was able to go on the roof of her condo, or her hotel, and get some fresh air finally. And I thought, you know what, here's what I'll do. And who knows, you may not see this, but if you see this, then you see this. And I was like, I wonder if my GoPro's still charged, because I haven't used it. And the last video I put up, I said, look, the next video that hits YouTube, it's just gonna be me and Gracie. So therefore, if this airs, yeah, spoiler alert. But what I wanted to do, I figure it's about 3:30 and she's allowed on her roof at like 5 o'clock. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna see if the GoPro is charged up and I'm gonna head outside. I'm gonna take BTS over to near where her hotel is, because in 1 week, the team of Mike's and Gracie is gonna be back to full strength. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, 1 week from now she gets out of quarantine, and so what I thought I'd do is I'd potentially go over there and maybe from like the sidewalk send her a message or something, and maybe she can like peer over the side or something and see me from the roof. So anyway, we're gonna try that, and we'll do most of it with the GoPro, because of course this is this is my caffeinated camera, so that doesn't work real well. Even though I do have a gimbal, I was just like, I'm not really in the mood to get it out. But anyway, so I will talk with you guys in 3, 2. One.
This is who we are. This is who we are. We set the world on fire. This is who we
are. So I made it to Gracie's quarantine hotel here on Sukhumvit 15, and here's what's crazy is the street is, I mean, it's barely like a car length wide, right, on each side. Very little sidewalk over there, and then of course the real estate's very expensive, so they build like right up to the thing, right? So this is really the only place where there's like sidewalk. And she's gonna be up on the roof either there or like way up there, or maybe even down there. But she won't be up for like another half an hour, so I'm just gonna stand out here. Actually, this is 7-Eleven down here. I'm just gonna go down and get a bottle of water. But you would never know that this is open at all. I mean, every door is like closed. All the entrances are closed. And so obviously the only way you get in there is from the van from the airport, and that's it. There's like guards at the gate here, and so anyway, that's good. I'm glad, because that means that when she gets out, she will have 0 chance of having COVID. So that's great. And but anyway, it's a pretty nice place, and they've been, you know, treating her well, of course, and because they're Thai. But it's a pretty nice place. I guess it's like 4-star. I don't believe it's 5-star, but it's probably a 4-star place. The quality of the linens and that sort of thing is actually quite good. And so anyway, so I'm really excited. So I'm gonna get a bottle of water, and with any luck, we'll be able to. I'm gonna switch to my phone actually, because that has a zoom on it, which this of course does not. So I'll switch to that. I'm gonna put my mask on here, walk past the hotel, go to 7-Eleven, get something to drink. All right. Hi. I love you. Oh, I've made my life is awesome. Greetings and aloha. What's going on? And I'm just basically walking back home from just seeing Gracie just now, and the sun is like, it's setting like right in this little hole in the building, actually over there, if you can kind of see it. I'm at True Digital Park. I really like True Digital Park. It's been, the area that I'm in right now has pretty much been built the whole time that I've lived here. But I love walking through here. It adds like maybe 1 or 2 minutes extra to my commute from BTS back to the condo, but I like it a lot. It's really nice here. You have little fountains, right? But anyway, as you might guess, just that little bit of video that you saw of me being able to see Gracie, and effectively the video, I think it was pretty much a silhouette, right? But anyway, well, as I mentioned, the only kind of videos I'll be uploading are ones where Gracie and I are both in them, so I was able to make that commitment and able to upload this. But if you guys have ever seen any of my videos, you know that one of the things that one of the emotions or one of the scenarios I label my life with having is called a gratitude attack. And while the video clip that you saw with me zooming in with her up there on the little catwalk or whatever, little bridge between the buildings, that was brief, but we got to talk, like we looked at each other, right? But then of course we were talking via WhatsApp. So that was nice, it was refreshing, and it feels good. I forgot that today's Thursday. I thought that for some reason I thought today was like Friday, and so we're not 1 week away. We're 7 nights away, so eight more days basically. But it's essentially 7 more nights, so another week. The 26th is when she is scheduled to get out, and as you might guess, we're both looking forward to that big time. And I just, Joe, you guys know Joe P, who watches a lot of the videos and comments on them graciously, and always buys me a smoothie when we go live on Bangkok Strange. And he sent me a video with him at the beach, and thank you, Joe. I really appreciate that. Having guys like you in my life, and Dana, friends that I made like in the last year, basically, like friends, like not not just like, hey, but like, for example, like I'm walking back on the BTS 10-15 minutes ago, and this Thai guy, bless his heart, if you guys remember the live stream I did, God, I guess it was about a year ago now, from Lumpini Park when it started raining, and I shared a scenario there where one of the guys, some Thai guy came up to me, and he was, he told me this whole story, and at the end of the day, he just simply wanted money. His English was excellent, or it wasn't excellent, it was good. He could certainly give me a scenario where I would potentially have empathy and give him money, which I did. I ended up giving him like 100 baht or something like that. But anyway, I was walking on the BTS, and he sees me, he's like, hey, my friend, and he like remembered me, which I get, but I wasn't really in the mood to speak with him. I was still sort of basking in the glow of the positive energy that I got from just seeing Gracie from 200 meters away. But that he's an acquaintance, if that. I mean, obviously he recognized me, and I'm honored by that. But yeah, Joe, thank you for your video. I watched it this morning 3 or 4 times. I sent it to Dana. I said, hey, check this out. I sent it to Gracie, and so I really, that means a lot. And one of the things that you requested in there was a gratitude attack. So I don't know if I'm gonna have a full-fledged tear-jerking gratitude attack, but I can tell you guys that I'm floating. I am so full of gratitude, because the future for me, I was at a meeting the other day, and whether you guys know what that means or not in my life, it doesn't really matter, but I was at a gathering of friends. And in these meetings, we will traditionally share what's on our minds and what's in our hearts, and that's what, let me turn up I'm listening to BKK.FM at a high volume, as it should be. Because if it's, actually, and then it's gonna go, I need to fix the app, because when isn't he the greatest? When I turn the Bluetooth off on this one app that I'm trying, it doesn't mute the music on the app. What I want to have happen is that, like, you get in and out of your car, right, and it grabs Bluetooth and it starts the playing of the music, and then you shut your car off and the Bluetooth disconnects, and then the app pauses. so that you don't end up, with all of a sudden music blasting out of your phone. So that's another work in progress as far as bkk.fm and the technology there. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share a scenario that this guy, friend of mine, shared. And he was talking about how there was a time in his life where he said for like 2 or 3 days in a row, life was just perfect. He said, I believe the quote, everything in the world is just perfect. And yeah, I mean, I spent the day basically doing my taxes, right? And because as a U.S. citizen, I gotta pay taxes no matter where I live, which is okay. I'm more than happy to do that. And because again, you only pay taxes when you make money, so it's a quality problem. But anyway, so that was hardly fun, right? It wasn't really certainly wasn't fun. It wasn't entertaining. It was mildly educational, I suppose, because I did learn about all the amazing programs that the U.S. had come up with over the last year to keep people from starving effectively. And so that was, yeah, I'll pay income tax on that. I like that. But anyway, yeah, I think everything in my life right now is perfect. There could be like, I guess there could be like more, I mean, Gracie could be sitting here, of course, but no, I mean, it's just like, it's perfect because the trajectory that we're on, I mean, we're over the halfway point of her being in quarantine, 8 days, right? And I remember when I used to go on rides with my mom, she used to drive basically from where we lived in Massachusetts up to Toronto area in Canada. It was about an 8-hour drive. And after every time that we drove that way, because I was a little kid and I was like hanging out in the back seat, and every time we got to the halfway point, she'd be like, "Oh, Michael, halfway point, no turning back now." And it was just, something cute that she would say, right? And so thanks, Mom, for making me smile and having a good memory of that time in my life, our lives. And so anyway, it's with ease, I am able to say to you guys that right now, everything in my life is perfect. And I'm the luckiest guy in the world. And I hope you feel the same way too. I hope you feel the same way about your life. I hope you just feel overwhelmed with gratitude, and you're having a gratitude attack, whatever that means for you. And with that, it's Mike's from livemyassoff.com saying I hope you're living the dream, because if you're not living the dream, just take 5 seconds, dude. If you have the ability to watch this video on YouTube on a device that arguably probably costs more than $100, 90% of the world at least wants your problems, believe me. And so with that, I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao.